Hey guys, hope you're doing well. So the interior trim pieces for the Fusion are finally back from paint. And if you remember, I had only painted the dash pieces in a gloss white, but now those, along with the door panel trim, are color matched to the car, and they look so nice. So the color of my car is the white platinum tri-coat metallic, which is basically a white pearl color. As you can see right here, the little pearl flakes once the light hits it. Now we have all these pieces to match. Now the thing is, you can't really tell that they're anything special right here because there's really no light hitting them. But when you pull these pieces out in the sun, you can definitely see all the flakes. Now, as many of you guys know, these dash pieces are pretty simple to reinstall, whereas these door panel trim pieces do require a good bit of effort because you have to remove the door panel. So since these pieces are off right now, I do want to try something. I do think it would look nice if this smaller piece in the center were wrapped in a gloss black to kind of offset all the white. And I do still have some left over from when my roof was wrapped, so I'm probably gonna try that, as well as this little section right here, and then this center piece right here. So let's see if we can do it. Hopefully we can, and then we can get these installed, and the car will look a lot more complete than it is now. It's not perfect by any means, but I did want to start with this one because of the little opening it has for the AC vent. I figured that'd be a little bit more difficult than the rest, so if I could get the hard one out of the way first, the rest would be a little bit easier. And for my first solid attempt at this, I'm actually pretty happy with how it came out, so just got to do the rest and we'll be good. So I'm done wrapping all the pieces, and I did take off the mesh around where the speaker is because some of the hardware on the pieces that I have already installed are a little bit better, so I'm probably going to swap those out just so I can have the best of both of them. I do want to basically do the dash trim last, since that'll obviously be the easiest. I'm not looking forward to all the clips that I'm going to have to undo, but I am looking forward to the final product, so again, just kind of got to do it. And just for reference, this is before. Alright guys, we got the first piece on here and it's looking pretty good. And if you want to know how to remove these pieces, I do have a little breakdown in my disassembly video. I'm going to link that in the top right corner just in case you're interested. But this is what it's looking like before being reinstalled. So let's go ahead and reinstall it and then get a final look at the first one. And we're done. Well, with at least the first piece. Again, it's color matched to the car, so whenever you see the two colors together, you can see they're the same. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of these, and then from there we'll move on to the dash, and we'll call it a day.
1 hour later.
Alright guys, I'm done with all the door panel trim, and it was actually a little bit easier than last time just because I imagined that now that the clips have been moved around once or twice, they're not as stuck on there as they used to be. So you can see both these door panels here, and then the others in there. And now we can get to the dash itself, because I think that's going to be what's going to put the interior completely together. It's going to look really nice, especially with the Starliner. So got to get to it. But again, all these pieces are very simple, so it shouldn't really be more than, I'd say, 5-10 minutes. We got all the pieces on pretty easy, and these are going to be the last few ones right here. It'll be nice to have a shifter bezel again. Then the last piece right here. It is definitely a little scary working with freshly painted pieces, but they all came out really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night, but tomorrow I'm gonna show you guys what everything's looking like all together. But other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow. And we're back. So I didn't clean the interior as intently as I wanted to, only because I'm gonna be working in there again in about 20 minutes. So it's gonna get very dirty, but I did get it at least camera ready for you guys. So you can see it's definitely more of a contrast now with the door panels as well. And I think I did pretty decent at wrapping. I'm not a wrapper. I've never actually wrapped before, but I'm actually pretty happy with how this came out. And nonetheless, I think it's more just kind of like that one thing that I'm gonna be able to change if I want to. So say I want to add more color to the car, I could very easily swap these pieces out and get a different color on there, which I think will just be that little bit of customization that I can do here at home, especially considering there's so many different types of wrap out there. So I'm only getting light from one garage light right now, and you can see all the little pearl flakes in the paint, which looks really nice. And I do really like the accent of the gloss black on the trim, because whenever you get certain colored lights, let's say you get a green light or a red light, that will actually reflect the colors, or it'll reflect the colors of the footwell lights or the Starliner. So despite just being black or white on the inside, you're actually getting a good amount of color reflected back to you. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. The only tan part left on the car are the seat belts. So all I gotta say is just stay tuned next week, because that's gonna change and it's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be something different, something that I haven't seen very often. So I'll leave you with that, and I will see you in the next one.